Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome. Hope you've all had a great day so far, and it really is lovely to see you all. So, communication and well-being. Hands-on communication. Are you ready, Lynne? And as you saw as you took your seats, we all communicate in very different ways. Now, usually we would start with introductions, but rather than introducing ourselves to you, we're going to give you an opportunity to introduce yourselves to each other. I know you're all going to really enjoy this. So we're going to really make this hands-on communication and hopefully fun. Is everybody up for some moving around? Yeah, excellent. So you might need to put your things that are now on your laps underneath your chairs. We've got a little bit of room to move around, so that's really good. So we're going to play the high five game. High five, because it's hands-on communication. And we're going to play some music. And when you hear the music, you've got to stand up. And don't apologise. You've got to stand up and move around. And when the music stops, turn to the person nearest you, give them a high five, and give them your name and your place of work. That's all you've got to do. Name and place. I can see the dread in people's faces now. Name and place of work. So as soon as you hear the music, you'll recognise it. Stand up and start moving around. High five the person when the music stops, and I'll tell you what to do next. Off you go. Keep going. Don't stop yet. Move around. Keep moving. Don't stop. Keep moving. Keep moving. Ignore the chairs. Find somebody any minute now. Okay, the person you're nearest to, give them a high five and give them your name and your place of work. Fantastic. Name and place of music. Brilliant. Okay. The music's going to start. Off you go. Move around. Keep moving. Move all around, ladies and gentlemen, everybody. Okay, keep moving. Okay, now, high five the nearest person and give them your favourite colour and your favourite piece of music. Favourite colour and favourite piece of music. Favourite colour and favourite piece of music. Colour and music. Okay. Move around again. Okay, this time give them your favourite holiday destination and favourite food. Okay, music, go back to your seats. Back to your seats to sit down. Okay, so obviously we use so many different things and skills to communicate there, and hopefully it didn't make you feel too awkward, and you now know a little bit more about each other. So, now to introduce ourselves. I am Katie Payne, known as The Voice. And this, here, is the wonderful Lynne Castle. She's known as the amazing ideas person. We work at St Giles School in South Croydon, a special school from early years through to FE. We work with MLD, SLD and PMLD learners with physical disabilities and complex medical issues. Many of our pupils are non-verbal, but that most certainly does not mean they don't communicate. It's our job to find a way for them to express themselves, to communicate, to experience as many different opportunities as possible, and at the same time, tick all those boxes we have to tick as educators. To do this, our pupils have to be able to access all the many different opportunities and experiences that enabling them to communicate and learn. So access is all about, of course, activities, what we do with them. It's about communication. It's about being creative. It's about creating the great environments for them to learn. We have lots of sensory learners, so providing lots of sensory activities. And it's about simulation, creating those different environments that they may not come across. Simulation or stimulation, both. And we do this for engagement. Engagement in their learning. Now, that was a key word from the very first speaker this morning. That is key. If they're not engaged, there will be no involvement or learning. Today, we are here just to show you some of the resources we use to do that. But, really importantly, these resources don't have to be complicated or expensive, but knowing our learners, they most certainly have to be engaging. Some have been created from literally junk, things that nobody else wants, but you can have fun creating, and they're not too time-consuming to create. Lynne, creative mind down there, was out shopping in one of our more popular supermarkets and saw a young man handing out taster pots of a certain produce. These taster pots are now a valuable resource, and our star pupil, oh, this is me now doing the technical stuff, this might not work. Oh, there she is, good. Our star pupil here loves using them to create words, to match letters. We are using them on a black background, which you'll see later, to make them visually clearer. Letters can be swapped with numbers. Really, really easy. Even I was able to make these. Really, really easy. Really easy. Okay. Another star pupil on this next slide, who I point, she's non-verbal, but she communicates her choices really, really clearly. We are using one of our very useful carpet triangles, made from thin carpet, I have to emphasise, leftovers from school, and black corrugated plastic, very versatile and very mobile. We have to be mobile in our school. Lynne works in all the departments in our school. I work in just 2 of them, so we have to move around a lot. And this is really, really
it's very light.
Very light.
Because it's on both sides, it's really good for 2 wheelchair users.
And also I'm just going to demonstrate, well, Lynne can give you a twirl here, our wonderful aprons. These were found in a charity shop, very cheap, for displaying symbols, and they leave your hands free. Okay. So next, this is Lynne's bit. Now over to Lynne. Amazing ideas now on how to find free things, which we love, of course.
It's a free website. It's called Scotland, but they've already made worksheets for you. So you can work. And so I've got the leaflet there, so if you want to pick the leaflet up.
The leaflets are just by the door on the floor. Help yourself at the end.
You've got very long, so I'll just quickly show you. And then you've got... If you go down, there's loads, and it's, if we're doing wellbeing, I'm just going to click on one of these wellbeing. Right,
it might not work. Technical issue.
Leaflet there, it'll show you. We printed out some anyway.
All the information should be on there.
Yeah. So these are the already made communication sheets. So you just download them. This is one anyway that I've already downloaded and put it on the PowerPoint. So you can just print them out, stick them, into the toilet if they need some help with sequencing. Yeah, that's
Now, the next thing that you're going to see, again, is something free. It's a free app. There are loads and loads of great free apps out there, and so many save you, as engaging teachers, valuable time to make the learning even more engaging and accessible. Okay, but again, that information is on a sheet at the end. I think Lynne's just going to quickly show you on the iPad.
This one is just a Go Talk. Gives you 4 free pages. So good. And you can't really hear it, so yes. You've got 4 free pages, and you can change the voices, use your own voice.
I am excited.
I don't know if I am, but yeah, I'm happy. And you can do.
Hear that thing. Turn the page. Okay.
So you can choose
This
books.
is this fairy light. I like. Hear that thing.
So it really good, then it's free, and you can try it out. So I think it's really quite enough up.
Okay, now, who doesn't love a bright, colourful sweatband? Great for fancy dress and excellent for communicating, using symbols, making choices, so many different uses, as we'll see from the next slide. And I think Lynne is trying to find her sweatband. So you can put symbols on your sweatbands. And again, it's those old hands are free again. Okay, and you can use those really quickly with pupils. You can swap your symbols around. Okay, and here we just see the sweatbands being used. So you can, of course, buy those very, very expensive pieces of equipment to attach switches, or you can use a sweatband. And it's really, really simple to do. So I think if you can see there, the switch is on the sweatband, and then Lynne in those photographs has actually attached it to the chair as well, on the arm of the chair, or you can just use your own hand for the student just to quickly do it. It's very, very versatile.
Especially if you've got a child who sometimes has a standing fan, and then on the floor, and then there's class chairs. So you might have a mount, but sometimes you don't have a mount for the floor. So if you're doing like a morning activity, you actually get to the child. And you've got your hands again free.
Oh, is it just Velcro you're using?
Just Velcro. Just Velcro. Really easy. Okay. Now here we have our famous, it's over on this table here, just in the corner here, our famous mobile darkroom made of a cardboard box covered in black fabric. And it was also the black surface that we saw earlier with our star pupil using her little taster pots. That provided the dark surface for us there. It's transformed into a mobile, again, darkroom, a cardboard box, and it can be used on the floor, over a chair, and even over a standing frame. Really, really easy to make. She has updated that version, but we couldn't bring it. It was too big to fit in our suitcase. But again, very, very good. Really quick, easy to make.
In a classroom.
Okay, as you can see, hopefully see, that small dark area can be created into a completely different learning environment that is engaging, particularly for our sensory learners. The next thing we have are some very handy UV bags. And these bags are used with our pupils with VI. They provide all those learning opportunities, bullet pointed on there. You can see them. I'm not going to read them out to you. And they're created using everyday objects found in crackers, the wonderful pound shop, no advertising there, old party bags, but all stimulating for our kids. DIY shop as well. I'm going to move on to the sound bags, Lynne.
Keep going.
I'm going to keep going. Okay, so now we have our wonderful sound bags. And when you come to these wonderful conferences, you always get those freebie bags, don't you? We use them a lot in our school. A great opportunity for a mixture of sounds, including you can record real sounds, everyday sounds, such as traffic noise, animal sounds, children laughing. And our next clip is Lynne working with a lovely young man with both a visual and a hearing impairment.
I'm just going to show you this also.
Oh, she's very proud of this. It's the latest creation.
A lap. So you can put anything in there.
change them around. Tactile.
Tactile, you have it hanging on the wheelchair, and it's lovely. It's like it's UV. So you can do this in the dark room, very nice little dark label. That was yesterday because it's Halloween.
But we're not scared today, we're fine. Okay, so this young man here, his responses are really great. And he's listening with his eyes, I think. Can't hear the sound, though. Why can't we hear the sound? Okay, there's a number of different animal noises being played there. But obviously you can see on his face, he's responding there. He looks so serious. And then also, because we're talking about accessibility, we look a lot of storybooks. There's this one story, Meerkat Male, you might be familiar with it, but it can be made accessible to all our pupils. Eye gaze, a sensory story, a story massage, loads and loads of different activities that develop communication, are creative, and create or simulate sensory environments that engage. And there are lots of other things that we have done with the same story to make it accessible to a larger number of our learners.
And one of the 3 acts is sounding board. That you can use. So you probably hear it's free part. But you can, it's a 3 act, so you can actually put a story on here as well. For students to enable to access the book.
And this next one, again, remember I said they have to be inexpensive and mobile. So shower curtains, they're brilliant shower curtains out there now. And it gives you an immediate backdrop to a story or an activity. So here's a wood. You'll see it later in a little video clip, but that's the best shower curtain. I have to say, we've got a space one. Oh, this is a bed sheet. We've got a space one and an underwater one. So they're really, really helpful. Brilliant. And next, we're going to go on to our marvellous sensory boxes. Lynne's showing you another shower curtain. That's a beach scene. So our sensory boxes, we make them age appropriate. One, I think we've got one, we haven't bought all of them, but the one up there is the birthday party. It's able to tell stories, poetry, working with all the senses, tactile, visual, and it's developing communication again. Really, really easy to make. Really easy to make. And we've also got, you can come and have a look at these at the end, you're very welcome to. The pirate adventure, again, so visually exciting, engaging, that key word again, but so cheap and easy to create. But you do have to have a love of going to see charity shops, the pound shop, and looking out for those cut-offs of carpet and any unwanted junk. So finally, and I hope the sound's going to work for this, we're finishing with a slightly longer clip to show you different resources in action. And we really hope it shares with you the engagement of our learners using resources that we are all able to create, but Lynne a bit more so than some, especially me.
very hot. Sometimes Sammy thinks, too hot. Sammy comes from a large family.
They are very close. Some they are too. Sometimes Sonny wishes that he could live somewhere else. So he packs his suitcase.
This is Lynne's favourite bit. So thank you very much, everybody.